to you.
Alright, I think we're live. Yeah.
Yep.
Very sharp booking the people.
Hosting here. We got 3 people. It's just us. Good. I know in the chat, but hello everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, I was suddenly called here, but hello everyone, welcome to the stream. So for the competitors and the people alike, I hope you enjoyed the round of 24. Right, it's been a blast since it's the first few streams that we did. So for everything, this is the round of 64 Mappool Showcase, and both the losers bracket and the winners bracket will be playing this map pool. But I do think that we're gonna go about some other things before the actual Mappool Showcase. If any one of the staff would correct me with this.
Well, just a short announcement, I guess. We're gonna release the round of 24 statistics pretty soon, also with the schedules. I just need to organize them for a bit, so please be patient with us. Thank you.
So
and I think that's it, yeah.
So you've heard it. So it's gonna be the same thing as round of 24, where you can basically reschedule your matches and more or less pre-made schedules for the players as well, as we bring up. The match hasn't been updated, but Puro and Colin will be fighting Sophie Twilight in the round of 16. There we go. But there you have it. So this will be the Nitrium will fight Faye. Yeah, Nitrium will start versus Spark. Alright. So for the losers bracket, you will see, and those who will lose in the round of 16 will fight in the losers bracket for the RO16. So this will be the first matches for the top seeds and continuing matches with a different map pool in general. So I think that has gone through most of the stuff in the that we have quick announcements here. So let's get straight into the map pools. We're kind of started up a bit, but we're gonna move on with No Mod 1. It's gonna be on the map. At first, you do see some off 1/2 mapping, bit of 3/4 and 3/4 and 1/2 there. Also, I like the song in general. If actually anyone in the staff here would show a difference though, since it's a bit more condensed than the last map pool. We'd see more dense nodes in general. But is there any OD HP differences here?
Well, from the round of 24, we have an OD3, but this time we'll just up it to 4. And, well, it's still the same BPM, like 174 to 175, so not much change there. It's still your consistency pick, but there's some pretty weird patterns, so that it's not just your average consistency. Because we observed in the previous NM1 that all of the participants who played that map had pretty good score.
Yeah,
So yeah,
actually, I think the lowest one that we had there was only like a 5x100. So we would see something shake up with the personal mod 1 pick here. There we go. I think the first PI as well. Ooh, that's strange, strange one half mapping there. So I guess it's gonna be a bit of a reading challenge for some of the players as well. As there's a bit more offbeat mapping as well. And there's a considerably longer duration for the map as well.
it's about 10 seconds longer, which is it is close to 4 minutes. But let's see how the tiebreaker will be longer later.
Imagine 6-minute tiebreaker.
Oh gosh. Well, spoiler, no.
Yeah, we see some of the finishers here. I kind of love the the finisher aspect in every no mod one, because it provides a big factor if you've ever gonna beat them in score.
Yeah. You can opt out to skip the finishers, but yeah,
The
you
score
need to
difference
mind
is
your
pretty
score.
scary.
But if you can't really get accuracy with the finishers, then yeah, you can just sacrifice hitting them as normal notes instead.
Bit of long PI, but it will end. And more PI, I guess. I haven't checked out the maps too much, so I think it's one of my few first times seeing some of them. So it's pretty interesting seeing how the difference between the round of 16 and round of 24 are. Bit of offbeat finishers. Pretty long map, but I think it's pretty fitting. It's a 91 UR rate for that map. Cool.
I kind of just rushed some of the replays.
But here we got
Speaking
Nomad 2 here, the speed pick, and it's a 2U map.
Some of the people here might be familiar with this song. It's a pretty popular song within the Taiko community.
2U maps, farmable for some reason. But they're almost all anti-mod for some as well. It's pretty hard to mod 2U maps. But here we go. As the start of the map is pretty interesting as well. As the beats are pretty readable in terms of the map, as it follows the main beat, and as all per maps like these, the beats are easily recognizable, making them pretty interesting and very consistent in general. But the speed factor is definitely there. Like, I might actually see people alternate some of the triples here. So,
Well, it's the same BPM as the round of on the map of round 24, but
the NM2 as well.
yeah, but
Yeah,
when you take a look at the length, it's 1 minute longer.
really? Another long map, I
so
guess.
yeah, so it's testing the stamina of the players.
Spartak in the chat says that why did you change hand with the same color note? Oh, if you guys don't know, Finby's way of playing is he has one finger for 3 notes. So his ring finger is playing in one of the notes, and only one
Yeah.
finger for the cat.
No, 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 I'm just messing around with the replays.
Yeah, so one hand is
No, one
cat,
hand.
one hand, one hand. So it's three fingers for one and for one hand. It's interesting, but it works. But here we go. This is the slow part. In the hardest difficulty, this is a 1-3, so this might be 1-3 mapping as well. But honestly, I might see a lot of people alternate this map, as it might be a tough challenge to single tap this map.
Oh, you got a 5 let there.
Yours pretty good as well. Well, time to hack the OCPH account and impersonate that of a spin.
No!
And here we go, the last parts of the map and the spinner for the end. Despite it being longer, there's significantly less notes than the NM1, only 600. So it might feel longer, but overall the map itself is pretty short. So there's less room for error as well. I think that's No Mod 2. So moving on to No Mod 3. And I believe this is the only Muzukashi difficulty in terms of the map pool instead of a tiebreaker here. So once again, you will see those very close patterns, much like in Black Ring.
Yeah, in the previous round, if you're single tapping on the last round, you might want to consider alternating these patterns instead.
There's
Well,
a bit more difficult, I guess, in general.
yep.
Triples there. Personally, I kind of dislike these kinds of maps where the BPM is in the line between if you can single tap it or alternate it.
Yeah.
And so I guess this might be the trouble for this map.
Well, yeah, it depends on the player.
Yeah.
It's-
Imagine single tapping.
Well, for me, it's still possible, but I think it's more difficult to maintain your act.
Yeah.
But I did.
But once
single
again,
tap-
for those who are kind of used, yeah. Oh, wait, what did continue with me? Kind of cut you off there.
Wait, what?
You kind of cut off.
I think I just single tap one of the patterns there.
Absolute replay moment.
Replay moment.
Bit of 1-3s on the end. And that's the map. Pretty short. Only 300 notes.
Also, the OD for this map is 5, so it's a bit
Ooh,
of
definitely less.
a bit harder to act.
And here we go, best map of the pool.
Best map.
Look at the 1-3 and map. It just starts in a 3/4 and just random 1-3s.
Yeah, the
This
snapping
is No Mod
here is
4, the
pretty
gimmick
odd.
pick, and everything is offbeat. So you can't really grasp the timing on this, except for the middle part where you've kind of gotten used to it.
Considering the BPM is also 220 BPM, but I think the scroll speed is not the usual rules from the ranking criteria or something like that. Yeah.
But here we go. It's a pretty short map since it's I think
Yeah.
a TV size opening or the full song.
Yep, TV size.
But yeah, the notes on this map is pretty hard to get used to. You might have to practice this for a while. Nonetheless, a good I know a good song. I can actually see this getting played just to catch people off.
And I forgot to put the maps in the chat. I forgot to put the
Well,
maps in the chat.
the whole map pool and
Map.
the downloads will be seen in the Discord link. So as always, for the players, you can always check the Discord for the links. And there we go. A good play for Nomad 3, 280 notes, but very interesting map in general. So we should move on to the hidden. Dual Festival for the
Yes,
first
the
hidden.
hidden bracket.
Pretty slow for
Oh,
the first part there.
here's HD1. Yeah, I think this has like a 0.8 multiplier, so it's pretty slow. This is
But
your
it seems
slow
pretty
pick.
consistent though. So a little bit of practice for reading slow notes there. Pretty interesting though.
Yep. Yeah, it's less consistent than the previous map because well, I think not much. Well, some of the players did have a difficult time, but some did pretty well too.
Some of the other players there, but here I think the map is speeding up for the KI here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
This
interesting
goes to
KI.
1.1 multiplier.
So we will have the the one times multiplier for those who are more used to that kind of speeds.
Mm-hmm. And we go to this part.
Oh boy. A 1-3 section, huh? Huh? We'll see if hidden one will get picked here.
Well, that's the only part that I think it's really difficult. Most of the map is pretty consistent.
A non M2 UHD. Yeah, 1-3 a 3/4 into one half, especially on hidden. So we might see some trouble there. But let's get to hidden 2.
Hidden 2.
I think I played this one.
Yep, hidden the replay. So the previous hidden 2, we got 4 bans, no picks. So we kind of just change it up a bit.
Hopefully you guys pick hidden 2.
Yeah, this is more speedy because from last round it's 175, but this time it's 192. But the thing is, the map is pretty consistent. This is your
So I guess it's
consistency.
another take, no? Because usually when it comes to hidden 2, it's slow, it's bad, really hard to play.
Yeah,
and
it's everything.
So I guess this one is a more comfortable hidden pick, but it is pretty fast, so it might challenge some people with reading with HD.
Yep.
I think this was I just only played this map once, so you'll see like a lot of people stabbing there.
Oh yeah, by the way, HD1 has an OD of 3.5 while HD2 has an OD of 4. So for HD1, it's a bit more forgiving from last time. And both picks has the same just short to 2 minutes. So yeah.
He's pretty quick.
Yep. And I hope people would pick more HD2 this time.
Well, actually, 1-on-1 unstable rate. But those are the hidden picks. pretty speedy, and I love the background of this. It's really detailed. But we should move on to the hard rock.
The hard rock bracket.
There's no replay for hard rock.
Wait, what?
Little bit of issue.
Oh. Wait, 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 huh. They have the map updated, Spartak?
Issues here. It seems that maybe the replay is outdated.
Or the map itself? Oh, huh. Well, I guess we can just use auto. Yep. All right. Here's HR1.
Actually, since I just got a quick view of the details there, apparently HR1 is only a minute and a half.
Yeah, but this song is like pretty just awkward.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I could. Jazz is always confusing in terms of like beat. Like you always have the BPM changes, the swing patterns, drums, and it's really hard to focus on any kind of jazz music in general. But here we have some pretty speedy patterns. 1-3 mapping as well. But I don't think it's just 1-4 though. I like the song. It's pretty good. Some fast finishers there. It might actually catch some people off guard by that. And some slowdowns. The beauty of jazz music.
Well, this song is a bit slower, just a tiny bit slower than last time.
But
Like,
the
from one
speed though, it's more significant than the last HR1.
Yeah. And some dance patterns right there.
And some pop finishers as well.
Yeah.
I want to see this played. Good map. That's HR1. Pretty short. And very fast. We should move to HR2.
Well, speaking of fast,
And we have Sola. Once more, another Toho map. We can never escape the three inevitable songs in every tournament. Actually, only two: Toho and VTuber maps. Wait, do we have a VTuber map in the
Let's see.
pool? I'm not even sure. But we have Sola here, and it's pretty fast for around 200. It's 195, a bit longer than HR1, just about 30 minutes. But the speed here is pretty confusing. But it's way more consistent than HR1 here.
and yeah, compared to last time, this is much speedier. The scroll speed. I'm sorry. Yeah.
The I here? Actually, no, look at that.
Not much anything to say about this. It's pretty consistent.
Yeah, it's pretty consistent overall. TI section here is a little bit dense, but overall it's a pretty okay map. I might actually see this getting picked a lot. As I think it's all mapped in 1-4.
map's coming to a close.
Yeah, look at that. Well, pretty good unstable right there, man. Played by Koei, no wonder.
Well, no wonder.
But I think that's all of the HR picks, and we should be moving down to DT. So DT1, and it's a VTuber map.
Yeah, I was wondering, is this VTuber? I didn't really know because I'm not into the VTuber rabbit hole or something.
It's a VTuber map.
Yeah. Well, there's your VTuber map, I guess. No,
But,
no
well,
riot.
well, we're having some dense patterns here with some off mapping. Pretty hard to act this with DT.
This will be your accuracy DP, unlike last time.
Oh, bruh, that mapping. 1-3. I might actually see some trouble hitting these notes.
Yeah, I did the replay for this, and I kind of had also a hard time because I'm not the accuracy player. But I needed the replay, so yeah.
A little bit of try harding there. Okay, Spartak's line. But we're gonna see a bit of confusing notes and mapping here, as we do see a lot of reds and red blue patterns. Yeah, this section. Oh, I love it. And especially with the OD, this map might prove to be very troubling to act, and that's the end of DT1. A very different. Look at that unstable rate, 138. And it's pretty hard to hit the notes in this map. But that is DT1. Let's move to DT2. And Omega Rhythm. Any Kobeni boys?
So this is 260 BPM, but
pretty
the
fast.
scroll speed is a bit nerfed. Yeah.
Mhm. So we could see I could have clearly seen the advancements here.
Mhm.
So, is there anything interesting to see here? OD, H2.
Well, it's a bit shorter than NM2, so you have a choice on going for so NM2. Do I want to play a little bit longer, or DT2? It's a bit faster, but it's pretty short compared to that. So yeah.
I see. So it's a bit shorter map, but the BPM is clearly seen here. You'd see more consistent, condensed DDD KKK patterns.
Oh, finishers there.
And some of the finishers as well. I prove some trouble, but this I think would be just a DT speed map overall, instead of the round of 24 speed pick for DT2. It's pretty interesting. I might actually see this getting picked instead of NM2.
Well, I hope so, because DT2 got 5 bans last time.
Nah, that scroll speed is nothing to scoff at. I think it was a little bit faster than HR2.
I think so, yeah.
So, and the ones who picked it are only the ones who are very proficient in hard rock. But let's see. Maybe we can shine some light in the speed players in the tournament. Especially since we will have the round of 16 top seeds playing as well. We play. That is DT2. I think it's the free mods after this. We have
the
Koe.
ones.
A lot of love in this map. The replays played by I wonder who did it.
Yeah, that was. I wonder. Definitely not me. Yeah, I did this. I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I was molding when I did this.
Yeah, Koi has always been a bit of a pain for a lot of players. I know personally a few people who really hates the last difficulty because a lot of the difficult sections really come to the end, and the first parts are just slow and draggy. But here we have on this map a pretty slow parts
Finishers.
and
Previous
finishers.
finisher.
Ooh, very dense.
Might want to skip that if you're not comfortable. And I think that's the only instance of the finishers in the map.
Well, a bit of 1-3s there, hitting the riff notes. I think this might be a KKDD map. Well, it's not impossible for KDDK. Just a little difficult, especially if you aren't that used to hitting finishers too well.
And like last time, this is your consistency pick.
Yeah.
It's a bit longer. Same BPM. And also the OD is a bit buffed. So yeah.
Ooh, 4.5. So it might be a little harder for HR players to hit some of these songs, but the slow sections do make HD a little bit more tricky. But overall, I think it's a very consistent map. Voila, a long break section here. So a bit of tip: if you press tab on your scoreboard, it doesn't show the scores on both you and your opponent. But whenever it comes to a break, it would always show the score. So you can, at that time, you could basically show where you're standing. I don't know how will that affect the players, but it is something. There it is. As Spartak presses tab. As we get to the last section, and hopefully it's not as bad as the last difficulty. I'm lucky here. Finishers. Final Ki. Bit of 1-3s. And more condensed patterns. Bit of a harder time hitting these songs, but that will be the map. Pretty long and very impactful. The 83 stable rate. Not bad. Yeah, that is free mod 1. And we have Aggregation for the second free mod. This I believe is played on some of the tournaments, so it's a pretty well-known map. But you will see some 1-3s playing at the start here, probably providing some trouble for Hidden. Yeah, this pattern is very troubling, especially for 1-3s. So you might have to get your reading in check here.
But this 3/4 patterning is pretty consistent throughout the map, but it doesn't mean that it's hard. It doesn't mean that
it would catch you off guard. Yeah, it's not easy, but once you get the beat, it would probably be it would make the map a little bit easier.
And I think you have the map has some SPs, not too hard to read, but yeah, there's some, especially on the finishers, I think.
Ooh. That mapping might be very confusing if you're following your ears. Because it just improvises instead of following the drum beat of the song.
Yeah, you need to the map.
For official easy in the chat, usually when it comes to Futsu, it's how they differentiate in Futsu Kantan. Because you can't really get too much difficult notes in Futsu difficulties. That's how they separate the different difficulties as to what kind of notes are present. So that is free mod 2. without wasting any time, let's go on to free mod 3. We have another I9 map, or one of the last maps.
Another island. Now on free mod,
Now
and it's
on
the
free mod.
anti mod.
Yeah, we have some break sections here, which will see your scores.
And this part is pretty slow, so HE players might have a hard time. And it speeds up here. Going up, I think.
We got
to
some 1
Wonderbeat.
and it's speeding up. We have some speed ups here, and another slowdown. So in no mod, you don't get to see this as much, but these kinds of small differences in SV tend to be exponentially increased in hard rock. As here, as you see it in no mod, it seems pretty fast, but once you try it in hard rock, you might have a bit of difficulty in reading some of the notes. And we get to the key eye. Pretty explosive key eye for the song, but you only get to see finishers here. Slow section here. Ooh, the slow BPM might have some checks for hidden players, and another speed up for the second key eye. Might see a bit of trouble for any kind of mod players here. BPM changes are always interesting. Ooh, condensed dons. Another 1-3 section for the last PI.
It kind of sounds like 1-3. Wait, it sounds
Yeah,
like
it sounds-
1-3, but I think it's mapped in 1/2. Question? I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure, but all I know is it sounds 1-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, this last section might actually catch some people off guard if they're playing hidden. It's pretty slow.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, the maker I9 did say it's 1/2. But that is free mod 3. And finally, we should be moving on to the
For
tiebreaker. And we have Melody Flag.
So, like last time, this is another Muzukashu difficulty, but it's much harder.
What's the star rating on this?
3.47.
Just about. So it's a pretty lengthy map. We got 4 minutes and 40 seconds, but we have some bit of 1/2 duplets. It starts in 1/2, so it's probably twofold. But we'll have OD5 on this Muzukashi difficulty, so that might catch some people a bit off guard, as any kind of Muzukashi difficulty tends to have OD5 or OD6. And for people with rather bad unstable rate, that OD difference might catch some 100s, some stray 100s here and there. You condense patterns. But that's Muzukashi difficulty for you.
Yeah, and also, this is a Yuki map, so some of the players might be familiar with this. Because Yuki is pretty well known in the community.
Oh. Have some finisher sections there.
Yeah.
The song keeps on playing. So it's a bit dragged out, but that's usually how tiebreakers work. Very consistent middle section.
we'll probably have more diverse tiebreakers in the later map pools.
Yeah, there's some difficulty limits here for the players. But I'm actually excited to see this map played, if ever. Ooh, a double into a finisher pattern there. That might actually be a little bit trouble for those who wants to hit the finisher. Yeah, a lot of repetitive Muzakashi patterns here with the triple does and triple cats. As the second ki here tends to be stretched out. Gun finishers, cat finishers. There's nothing much to see, but this difficulty difference for the tiebreaker might be interesting. Now that this will be played in no mod. The show match did play it with mods, but that's only the show match. Oh wait, if I remember correctly, there is a show match for the losers bracket, right? There's another dummy. If I am correct. Yeah, Cornet is with the hope for the 4-star. Who knows? If we get later into the map, we might see one. Okay, I think this should be the final ki.
I believe so.
We got some a bit of a different patterns with KDDK, DKDDKs, and almost reaching 1,000 combo, but I don't think the map reaches that combo. This is the ending part of the song. Yeah, this might be a pretty long map, and when it comes to long maps, keeping the combo tends to be very, very tough when it comes to the final ki. A lot of nerves get hit, especially in tiebreaker. So we might see some. Actually, it did go over 1,000 combo here. For Muzakashi, pretty good. Here we have the final map, tiebreaker. So that's all for the map pools for round of 16. So I am not sure if the losers bracket will be played with the round of 16 bracket, but we will have to see. Thanks for the.
I think losers round 1 will play the round of 16 pool.
All right, that's interesting. That's good. So thank you for watching the stream. That is the round of 16 Mappool Showcase. That should be all from us. The matches will start next week, so better practice up and we'll see how the players will go. And that's all from me and Finn. Thank yous.
Yeah. Thank you.
Really bit of a
Nothing,
but yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you guys.
And for this week,